Alright, this is problem number 25, test review number 4. And the answer is going to be in scientific notation. So the two stars are 1,200 light years apart. And I don't know why everything came out without spaces on this test review. Anyway, 1 light year is an enormous amount of kilometers. Express the distance the two stars are apart in kilometers. Well, if they're 1,200 light years apart, and 1 light year is all these kilometers, then it's multiplication. But maybe an easier way to see it is if, let's suppose the numbers were simpler. The stars are 2 light years apart, and if 1 light year is 10 kilometers, and they're 2 light years apart, then we can easily see, oh, they're 20 kilometers apart. So in this simpler version, if you just simplify the numbers, you can say, oh, that's right, that's the math. The math is multiplication. So we do know we're going to take this large number of kilometers and multiply it by this 1,200 light year number. And they want you to put it in scientific notation because they want you to do the math in scientific notation. If we change 1,200 light years into scientific notation, and we're going to multiply so if you take 1,200 and turn it into scientific notation, what you're doing is taking the decimal, moving it until it is putting the 1 in the ones place, so to speak. You want to leave that 1 in the ones place. So you moved it 3 decimal places. So that means in scientific notation it'll become 1.2 times 10 to the third, because you moved it 3 places. And we're going to multiply this, because we know it's a multiplication problem, by this large number put in scientific notation. To keep myself from rewriting that number, we have a decimal point here. I'm just going to move the decimal point on this number already written. We know it's going to be, I'm going to go 3 places at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the decimal is going to be here, and I moved it 12 spaces. So that makes that number 9.46. You leave all the numbers. You don't put any of the zeros, but make sure you have the right number of spaces that you move the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you can do your multiplication, which is simply multiply these numbers. 1.2 times 9.46, 11.352. So I'm going to use that whole number. I'm going to use that entire number. 0.352. And then I'm going to use the multiplication rules for these. Since I'm multiplying, I can add the exponents. So then this answer will be 10 to the 15th power, because 3 plus 12 is 15. And they want the answer in scientific notation, so that's the answer. If you were to take this number and make it in standard notation, you would have to move this decimal 15 places over, and you'd have a very large number. But that makes sense, because if 1 light year is 9, what is this? This is millions, billions, trillions. If it's 9 trillion kilometers, just 1 light year, and you've got 1,200 light years, you're going to take the number 9 trillion times 1,200. You're certainly going to have a very large number.